UV exposure or heat exposure will discolor objects. There was a thing when we were running arc tubes, fluorescent lamps, and that sort of thing, and there was concern that UV would discolor objects under it. This one here, this is just a little LED based PCB thick white LED lamp, and it spent its time with this bit of paper clipped around it with this bread clip to turn the color that comes out of it from being white to yellow. And I have turned this one. Hold on, I have turned this one around and rewrapped it to try and rediscover some of that yellowness, because yellow doesn't attract bugs. See, and you'll see where these papers come from. This is a fresh one. The same paper, same brand, same style. Still very yellow. However, what you'll see is that being exposed to the LEDs, whether it's because of heat or because of the light, the heat, by the way, comes from the resistor here. Let's bring him up close. That's a resistor that limits the current through the LEDs. These are in parallel, so if one dies, they all keep working except for the one that failed. So they only run at 5-volt in because they're USB powered. Let's turn that around. USB powered, so 5-volt in, 5-volt out. Yep. The data pins are not connected to anything, so they will not work on a smart charger. They will, however, work on anything that is a, hey, I'm a USB 5-volt supply, let's give power, such as this thing, which is just a silly USB power supply. Australian standard, hence the weird prongs. But what's happened is, while this bit of paper here has been wrapped around this bit of paper here, the light from the LEDs has turned the paper white. The clip that held the paper on has turned yellow, and it's no longer as yellow as it's supposed to be. This is not a problem for me. I only use this as a low level light in a room where not many people go, but it costs me nothing to keep it, well, moderately lit. You can see where you're going. You're not going to trip over it. You're not going to kick your toes, that sort of thing. But just seeing the behavior of that on that and that versus if it wasn't involved with it, this one is very interesting considering this is an LED light. LEDs do emit some form of UV because of the way they work. So they're no less corrosive, I guess, to the OG colors of things that are illuminated underneath it. So maybe LEDs are not the solution to illuminating complex pieces of historic history. Maybe we should look further.